Alright, so I've got another unboxing video for you guys today. It's been a pretty eventful day. I was gonna take my car in before work tomorrow because there was this grinding noise, but the one of the brake pads fell off, so I had to take it somewhere in town and had a fun, unplanned 2-hour walk back to the hotel. One of many temporary living places in the past 9 months or so. But it was really beautiful out. I'll put some pictures up if I get around to it. But I was also thinking about attraction today. I think it's very easy to think of attraction as like what gets you to fall in love and get married and have kids, and then that's the purpose solved and the human species keeps going or whatever. I think it's more than that. Like when I look out at the universe, I see different kinds of forces. There are forces that push things apart. Like I think currently they think dark matter is pushing the universe apart and like accelerating it apart, which sounds pretty Newtonian to me for like the entirety of the universe, but we'll see how the physics comes along and if they still think that in another 20 years or so, who knows. But gravity does something different. It pulls like things together, and so you get nebulas and stars and galaxies and planets, and life, they say, like shouldn't be possible because it goes against entropy. You get like, it's supposed to get weirder and weirder, but instead you get these concentrations of order and form and energy, and like each person is like their own little sun until they burn out one day. And talking about keeping the species moving forward, it's not just like keeping things the way they were. Every new generation is something new, is a chance for things to change and grow and become something different or more than what they were before. And so I think that attraction, however simply people might view it, however much people may say like, oh, I fell in love with someone for this reason or that reason, I think for a lot of people it goes a lot deeper than they maybe ever acknowledge, and includes, everything that we've seen or ever connected with, anyone who's ever loved us or shown us something about ourselves. I mean, people, if they value kindness in themselves, they tend to look for someone who's kind, or if they value creativity, they tend to look for someone who's creative, or if they value hard work, they look for someone who's hardworking. Obviously, there's so many more layers than that, but I think that it's also a process that never really stops. So every day you're drawn to things, the world around you, the art that you consume, the music you listen to, you're attracted out into the world, and if it's functioning properly, it's probably not the right word, if it's beating like a heart, you go out into things, you're drawn into things, and you learn from them, and you come back and you grow. I think it's easy to be like, oh, I'm addicted to candy. I love candy, and I keep eating it, and then I get a stomach ache, or I get cavities or whatever, and not understand why you keep being drawn to candy regardless. But I think that obviously a metaphor is like just square one of this like giant game board. Like you've barely begun to understand your desires and what's possible in life. So rather than going back off the board, there's so much more that's possible if you keep moving and don't get stuck on one fixation or one fear or one addiction or worry or whatever. I suppose I think about this a lot right now because there's this disconnect. I think about things I could paint that would, you know, be fun to paint, and all my paints are at home. I think about events I could go to, people I could talk to, all of these ways to get outside of my own world, and that cycle, that heartbeat of learning and growing, being drawn out into the world and then coming back in. And instead I'm just stuck in these crappy temporary living places with all my stuff in boxes and nothing tangible that I can seemingly fix onto, but I take the opportunities that come my way and learn to let go of the things that I can't take with me. And just take it one day at a time. And then I think about the inside of my own brain, because I can't go anywhere else, and then I make a video about it. Anyway, I have a really, really exciting video that I'm working on. It's on my other computer, which is currently broken. Totally dead, and I've got to send in my part for replacement. So there may be an epic video at some point, or life may push me on to completely new and different waters. We'll see. Anyway, 10 out of 10, great day.